This is a seated practice. After your warm-up and your sun salutations, you can sit on your mat. We'll begin in Dandasana, so extending the legs out. In staff pose, legs are extended, seat bones, remove the flesh from underneath, press the hands into the mat. Head tall, inhaling, exhale, removing air. As you continue to exhale, you can lift your middle bandha through the diaphragm, and then finally the perineum bandha, the lowest one, mula bandha. When you're ready to inhale, release the mula bandha, the lowest one, followed by the middle, and finally the throat. One more. Inhale. Exhale, tucking the neck, giving yourself a nice stretch at the top of the shoulders. Activating the diaphragm, lifting it up. Activating the perineum, lifting it up. Hold. When you're ready to inhale again, release the perineum, release the diaphragm, and release the throat. Janu Sirshasana, head to foot. There's a couple variations of this one. You could do it inside your thigh. The foot could be placed on the top of the thigh or completely crossed over. Completely your choice. Inhaling your arms up. Exhale, folding from the hip, reaching from the hip. The other foot is active and engaged. The toes are curled back towards me, and hold. Feeling it in the hip flexor. Your rib cage is trying to meet your thigh bone. 5 breaths, breathing in and out of your nostrils. Inhaling back up. Switch legs. Same thing here, mirroring whatever you did on the other side. So you could have it in the inner groin, on the top of the thigh, or completely crossed over, your call. Inhaling tall, activating that extended foot so the toes are slightly curled back towards you. Exhale, folding from the hip, reaching for that foot, reaching for the leg, whatever feels good for you. It's all about folding the rib cage towards the thigh bone, not necessarily reaching with your arms. Hold for 2 more breaths. Inhaling back up. Chakki Chalasana. Turning the middle. Feet are width of the mat. Interlacing the hands. Exhale, reaching. Inhale up. Turning a big circle. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you come back. Exhale. Doing 5 circles. And then we'll switch the other way. Inhale. And exhale. Feet are active. You can even lift the heels off the mat if you want to have more work. Then it's rowing the boat. So Nauka, Sanchalasana. So feet are in Dandasana, flesh away from the seat bones. Inhaling tall. Exhale, folding forward, reaching. Inhale back. Exhale. 4 breaths with unison. 3 more. And then reverse. Roll the boat the other way. Inhale as you come back. Exhale as you fold. Alright. Bundaman. So it's earth worship pose. So inhaling tall. Exhale, twisting, and then just slightly bowing down. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist the other direction. Keep going. 5 rounds. Inhaling. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. 2 more. Feet are active and engaged. Those legs are reaching long. You can always lift the heels off the mat if you want extra work for your body. Paschimottanasana, east facing west or forward fold seated. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, folding forward from the hip flexors. Belly should touch first, then the chest, and then the chin. So not trying to reach for your feet, but just gently using your arms to support your folding. I'll go to the side. Hold that posture. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. Inhaling up. And then Vakrasana. So bringing a foot tucked inward towards your thigh. From the side it looks like this. Inhaling tall. As you exhale, making sure this leg is always active, the one that's straight. As you exhale, you're going to hug your knee, place your hand behind you, and look over your shoulder. 5 breaths. Engaging the lowest bandha, the perineum, engaging your diaphragm. You should feel a little bit of length in your spine. Hold those locks. 2 more breaths. Inhale back to center. Do the other side. Bending the leg. Exhale, hugging your knee that's bent. Looking over your shoulder and pressing that left hand into the mat. Activating the lowest lock. Activating the diaphragm. Continue holding the locks and breathe. 4 more breaths. Inhale back to center. We're going to do another variation. This time cross your leg over your knee. So my foot is crossed this time. Inhaling tall. Exhale, twist. Hug that knee. Looking over our right shoulder. Locks activated. So lift the diaphragm. Lift the perineum. Keep that straight leg active. If you need to, the bent leg can push into the mat by the foot. And hold. 2 more breaths. Inhale back to center. Switching legs, crossing over. Inhale as you exhale, hug that knee. Pressing this left foot into the mat more. My right leg is straight and active. Exhale, twisting. Left hand is in the mat. Activate the diaphragm. Activate the perineum. And 2 more breaths. Inhale back to center. Ardh Matseyndrasana, so half Lord of the Fishes. Bring your left leg under, next to your seat bones. Bring your right leg over, so similar to what we've been doing. So we've got this foot pushing into the mat, our left foot. Inhale tall, exhale, twist and hug that bent knee. Take your right hand behind you and look over your shoulder. Both of your seat bones should be in contact with the mat. If they're not, give yourself a little bit of height with a blanket, a folded blanket, so that you have contact with your hips into the ground. 3 more breaths. Activate that perineum. Activate the diaphragm. And inhale back to center. Switching legs. Folding the left leg under this time. Your right leg over on top by the foot next to the knee. Inhaling tall. Checking for your seat bone contact in the mat. Adjust if you need. Exhale, twist. And press your left hand into the mat. Hold. Activate the diaphragm. Activate the perineum. 3 more breaths here. Inhale back to center. Moving into Gomukasana. So you can use those blankets too. So if you can't get contact with your hips on the mat, definitely use a blanket underneath whichever might be not touching. We're going to tuck the right leg underneath, the left leg on top. Knees are stacked. Feet are on the mat next to me. Inhaling tall. There's 2 different arm placements, 3 different arm placements we can do here. We can do just this, and then you can fold forward using your arms to support your torso. Wherever you are, stay for 5. Or you can do cow face arms, so Gomukasana arms, right arm, because I've got the left leg on top, we're going to do the opposite arm. Reaches up. Left leg or arm down, reaching at the back of my hand, at my back for both of my hands, and holding, making sure my neck is neutral, it's not bowed forward. Or we can do Dandasana arms. So we can do this, the leg that's on top is the arm that's on top, and we can twist. So whichever arm position you like, hold for 5. If you're doing the eagle arms, the arms that I'm doing right now, the twist, you can inhale them up, exhale them down with each breath. And then untwisting the arms, bringing yourself up if necessary, and then undoing the legs. Changing sides. Left leg underneath, right leg on top, stacking the knees. The feet are on the mat. Use your blanket if you need to, if you don't have contact with one of your seat bones. And again, you can fold forward if you want more of a yin pose, holding for 5. You can do cow-faced arms, so now that the right leg's on top, my left arm is going to be above and reaching behind, trying to reach for each other's fingertips. Or you can do Dandasana arms, so the ego arms, so the left arm is on top on this side, twisting, and then inhaling them up, exhaling them down, inhaling them up, exhaling them down. Whatever feels good for you. Untwisting the arms, and then untwisting the legs. We'll meet in butterfly. So feet, soles of the feet are together, feet are close to your pelvis, and then you can inhale them, exhale them away, or you can do little flaps of the butterfly wings, whatever feels good for you in your body. Once you find that comfort, breathe normally for 5 breaths. And then hold the static posture at the end. Knees wanting to reach towards the floor, crown to the sky. Similarly, we're going to activate our locks, our bandhas. So tilt your chin down on an exhale. Then lift your diaphragm. Then lift your perineum and hold. When you're ready to breathe again, release the perineum first, then the diaphragm, and then bring your head back to normal. Extending our legs out into Dandasana so we can set ourselves up for Vakrasana. So hands, just press them quickly into the mat so you can activate everything. Beginning by bending your right knee underneath. The foot is underneath your seat bone or next to it. The left leg bend. So now we're in Thunderbolt. If you have pain on the tops of your feet, you can use your blanket and just roll it, and you could place it underneath the top of your feet so you get some flexibility in the tops of your foot. If your knees have pain, you could use a bolster or blanket and place that underneath your seat bones. Give you some space for your knees. Whatever the case may be, find your prop that can support you and sit in this posture for a few moments. Placing your hands gently on your thighs. And then we'll move into Balasana. So that is child's pose. So folding forward, belly comes down, and the head, and the arms go back towards the feet. So this is the true fetal position, inaccurately described in a lot of teachings, but this is Balasana, which is also translated into child's pose. Inhaling up. And we'll go back into Supta Vajrasana, so the reclined thunderbolt. So using your arms to support you, coming down, and then the head touches the top of the mat. Hands are facing upward. You could do a mudra here if you'd like. And hold. Inhale, use your hands to help you up. And then we'll do Mandukasana. So this is going to be knees coming apart. So this is knees together. And then we take our hands, close them over our thumb. Place the knuckles towards each other, right at our belly button. And then we're going to fold forward. Let your head touch the floor. And then bring the head up into a neutral position and allow your organs to just slowly shift around your hands so you feel massaging in your digestive tract. The elbows kind of reach towards the floor. And then inhale all the way up, coming back to the top. Now, we'll move into Sanchalasana, rabbit pose. Knees come apart, feet are touching in the back, the tips of my toes. And we'll allow ourselves to gently come forward into rabbit. So the arms are like the ears of a rabbit. Forehead comes to the mat. 5 breaths here. pressing your arms up, and we'll do Simhasana and Sibhagarsana, so lion and lion roaring pose. Placing your hands towards your calves and your shin bones, so they're kind of twisted around. And then you're gonna look upward at your third eye and stick your tongue out. That is lion's pose, so Simhasana. And then we'll do Simhagarasana, so lion's roar. So you're gonna do the same thing, but when the tongue is sticking out, you say ah. So, ah, ah. And you can keep going for more. After this, we'll meet in Marjyasana, cat and cow. So tabletop position, hands underneath the shoulder, knees underneath the hips, and feet hip width apart. Inhaling, the belly comes down. Exhale, reverse the movement. Spine goes up. Inhale. Exhale. And then you can come onto your knees and you can do Ardh Chakrasana, so like the supported half wheel, or we're gonna do Ustrasana, so that's camel. You can keep your feet pressed into the mat for a little extra height, bringing your arm back, and then the other. Staying here, chest to the sky, 5 breaths. Or in the traditional format, you flatten the feet out and you hold your hands on the balls or the heel. And then inhale, coming to the top. And you can seat in Sukhasana and then slowly roll back into Shavasana.